Ooh, such a challenging topic. And I feel like there's a lot of conversation going on around maintainer burnout, at least in the spaces that I'm in all the time, because it's one of the most challenging issues facing open source today. We had some issues recently with open source projects where it's like, if your maintainers are burned out, they can't be protecting the code base like they're going to need to be. So it's one of the major risk factors, honestly, with using open source is that the maintainers will be burned out and not be able to accept new feature requests that you need, or maybe they're just super tired one day and they accept something that maybe wasn't as good as they thought that it was when they read through it. So it's a real security issue in open source. And ways that we can address it, there's so much discussion always happening. I like to aim toward things. I think the best solutions are the ones where we work together, because putting all of the load on one person is a lot of what leads to that burnout. And I've had a lot of really good experiences in open source recently, where we build a team around a project. And when someone tries to take on too much, because open source maintainers like to do that, because we're all type A and we all want to take on as much work as we can. But when you have other folks working together with you on the project, we can kind of catch that in each other and kind of even out the load kind of naturally. So I think an important tactic that we can employ ourselves is to build teams and put processes in place where we're working together and we have those kind of checks and balances where we can keep each other from taking on too much. Beyond that, of course, there's a lot of conversations going on about how we pay open source contributors, how we convince companies to pay more open source contributors, and that's an important part of it too. But I love focusing on the things that we can do ourselves.
Awesome. Thank you. That was perfect.